You're tuned into the Light Pocket Radio, your mini break from the noise. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Light Pocket Radio, an audio series that gives you little doses of light for your day. In this audio series, we talk about think pieces, read some poems, and tell some stories. And for today's episode, I'll be doing a follow-up from a previous episode. I want to check on you. How are you? Today, I'll be answering a few questions myself. I'm your host, Abby Bennett, and I hope you enjoy. Hello, listeners. I really hope you enjoyed the check-in episode. Today, I will be joining you on that very journey and answering some questions myself. So let's get started. Question number 5. When you self-reflect, are you asking yourself the right questions and are you answering them honestly? Here's my answer. During my self-reflection time, I didn't know what to ask myself, or I didn't want to go down a certain road I wasn't ready to travel. So I stayed far away from any question that dug too deep. Then I realized I was making things worse. By not accepting what is, I was not able to see what could be. I was blinded by my shame, my sugar-coated lies, and the need to not be a monster. So now I'm learning to be uncomfortable, and I'm understanding what that means. That it doesn't have to mean something bad. And change can be two things at once. So now I challenge myself to the tough questions, and I am learning my limits. Number 6. Do you have people in your life that challenges you, or do you challenge yourself? And with each challenge you face, do you choose to let it change you for the better or for the worst? My answer? Yes to both, honestly. Everyone in and those out of my life has challenged me to be better. Some of them threatened my sanity with their insanity, and honestly, it would have been much easier to give in, to join the madness that plagued their minds. But I always had something or someone to knock me back into reality. Something to tell me that there's always more. Either way, I am blessed to have balance in my life, even when things didn't make sense. Every single person in my life, rooted or just passing through, played a role that holds great importance. Question number 7. In what way are you aligned to your goal or goals you've set for yourself? And what are some non-negotiables you have in your life? Here's my answer. I've set many goals for myself. And before, I used to set really big ones, because why not? But when I didn't reach them, or they seemed too intense, I would fall back and give up before I'd even try. However, I do give myself some grace for the version of myself I was back then. Anything seems so possible, but now it feels a little bit more limited. However, many things are still possible, but now I'm more structured or disciplined, if you want to call it that. And I've made my goals more bite-sized, so I'm not biting off more than I can chew. And with every step that I take, I'm a lot closer to my goals than I was before. And a lot more doors are opening, ones that I never knew were there. So for my non-negotiables, I refuse to let myself be solutionless. I don't think that's a word at all, honestly. However, when it comes to all the challenges I face or any problems that come against me, I refuse to go about it with no solution. I must have one, big or small, and what it tells me is that with everything that I am coming up against, that I am not helpless, and that I am very much capable, and I will always overcome. And for the things that I cannot control, well, that's one less thing for me to worry about. Question 11. Have you been dealing with something personal and taking it out on someone, someplace, or something that has nothing to do with it? Here's my answer. Honestly, it's a pattern I have when it comes to my problems. I don't enjoy taking things out on things, places, or people when it has nothing to do with them. However, it happens, and it really pulls you down the drain and takes everyone and everything with you. So I started practicing healthier ways to deal with my problems. And now I'm really understanding the situations I'm in and moving the way that I should. One thing that I've been practicing is patience. In the past, I was not a patient person, and I wanted things right away and in my own timing, but that's not how time works. And honestly, things were a lot worse when it ran in my timing. It wasn't up to me. And I started to learn that when I started learning patience and gaining that ability. And as I continue to grow with that knowledge, my life has become a lot better. So, listeners, as we move throughout this journey and throughout different seasons, flipping through new chapters in our lives, it's very, very important to check in with yourselves each and every time. You are the most important person in your life, and it's very vital that you take care of yourself and do not put yourself on the back burner. Thank you for listening to the Light Pocket Radio series. Please leave your thoughts and your stories in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I've been your host, Abby Bennett.